school at a diversity university. You know, I feel like an nitwit, but whatever. I just drove like a couple hours only to be turning around and driving exactly the same way back. I was hoping that I'd find something here that I didn't find. All I found was hostility and creepiness, like from people, and very little tolerance for my kind. Like people just around this neck of the woods just don't seem to like the looks of me very much. When people used to tell me I was easy on the eyes. Go figure. People are fickle, claiming they shine when they're a wooden nickel. Always trying to chip you, always trying to rip you. So I'm always taking a dip from you. Check this out. This is just crazy what happened, and I'm about to share something very personal, okay? So if you don't want to hear about this personal like thing, then stop listening. Okay, I had pulled over and to let my dog use the bathroom, and it was this little scenic overlook pull off, and you could see the mountains, and it was beautiful and snowy and everything, and very scenic. My dog like ran off and went under this little 2-log fence behind this wall, and I realized that there was a big stone wall there, and that I actually had to pee myself pretty bad. So I was like, okay, now's my chance, you know. So I wait behind the wall, and you know, if you gotta go, you gotta go, you know. So I was grateful to find a place that was out of view, you know, to do what I had to do. And so I crawled through the fence and went behind the stone wall. And apparently some other desperate person had been back there, female, and she left her tampon applicator back there. Now, I would not do that. I do not leave trash behind. In fact, I'm always picking up trash. I pick up cigarette butts, all kinds of other various debris, okay, that other people leave around. And I do not leave my personal hygiene stuff wherever, you know, I happen to go. I always clean up. So I didn't even happen to have a piece of toilet paper. I had to drip drive that one because it was pretty spontaneous. The moment presented itself spontaneously. So anyway, for a brief moment, you know, as I looked at the plastic sitting there, I considered picking it up and throwing it away. But, you know, of all the things to throw away, I'm not touching some foreign woman that I don't know tampon applicator, some stranger's personal hygiene debris. I'm not touching it. And I didn't like to leave it there, but I thought, you know, I'm not touching it. So that was my decision. I finished doing what I had to do, and I'm walking. And mind you, there's snow everywhere. Like, I almost didn't even go back there, except I had to go chase after my dog, so I had to go back there, or he would have gone down the mountain. So I went up the snow embankment. There's ice and stuff and to get him, and ended up over there. So as I'm coming back out, 2 cars had pulled in behind me, and this one lady is like getting out of the car, this rather large rotund woman, younger, with her cell phone in her hand, with this big giddy stupid looking smile on her face, like you know, I just like this kind of spying bullshit where they're getting off on like invading your privacy. And then she was with some stuffy looking uptight man with this red hair like combed over like this wave, and he actually waved at me, this fucking POS. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be vulgar, and they make it hard for me to love them. I'm sorry I said that, but here's what they did. She starts running up the snow embankment with her cell phone out, smiling, running to where I just emerged from, risking at the risk of her own health and safety, she's running on the ice to run right to where I just came from. And her male companion is going around the other way, like along the wall this way, directly to where I just peed. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing, and she's got her phone out jiggling along on the snow, you know. Kitty is a fucking kid in a candy shop. And they go over and they're looking over the wall, and I hear him say something like that they confirmed that there was a tampon applicator back there. So fucking petty. I can't even believe I'm talking about this, but I'm sick of this kind of shit. This is what I have to go through. And I guess, you know, it's like my own private Nightmare Truman show. I'd like to think it was my own private Idaho, you know, stands the drugs and shit. But it's not. I'm just constantly being invaded. I could not believe that these people were acting like they had the scoop of the century, going back to where I just peed, where I didn't leave anything but urine. And some other girl who had been there before me, some other female, had left a tampon applicator. And of course they're going to try and blame it on me. On whatever broadcast or whatever fucking spying thing they got going on, they're going to say that that was mine. And it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't leave trash like that behind. I try not to leave any trash. I really don't, unless it's an accident. I never. Unless it's absolutely biodegradable for certainty, and there's really not much other option. The other, you know. So, you know, and that's very rare. But I could not believe that these people were behaving this way. They should be ashamed of themselves. Don't they have anything better to do? What are they getting out of this? They must get some kind of money or something. Who has time to follow somebody like me around and just wait to get dirt on them? Wait to throw dirt on them somehow and blame them for something, or fucking say they're responsible for something they didn't do, but it's making it look like that. The lengths they go to is ridiculous. And then I went like into like the central area of the state I had been to, and people in the gas station were just so weird to me. They were so freaking weird. Just looking at each other like with this unsaid eye, like no spoken, but weird eye contact, and then looking at me like